Rockstar Fox, and today we'll be installing Pygame. I already have it right here downloaded, but I'm going to show you how to download this, because there are a bunch of versions. Basically, you want to go to this website, Pygame. If you go to Google, you can just type in Pygame. The first link should be pygame.org. Just click on that. It should bring up here. You should go to create. Yeah, create. Go to here. Click that, and that'll bring you to this website right here. Anyways, you want to go to Windows. This is what we're going to do it on. We're going to go to here. We're going to click this link. We're going to drag it up here, and this. Just want to click this link, like right here. Click this link right here. Click it right there. Okay. Now you're going to go to Pygame. It should be here. If you can't find it and you find yourself all the way at the top or the bottom, just go. If you're on Chrome, you can do this. You can go up here to this little thing up here. Do find Pygame. I already have it typed out here. And then you can just click it here, and that should bring you to here. But you can also just hit. If I do this, if you're up here and you don't want to, and if you don't want to click this, just hit enter again. It'll bring you all the way down here. But yeah, that's how you get to this. Anyways, you can close out of that with the X button. I recommend for this we're going to be downloading this one right here. The 35 means that it's for, this version. The version of our Python, which if you want to check the version of our Python, you can just go to Python right here. And here's the version up here, Python 5.2 shell. Go to here. And we're going to find okay, so I'm going to tell you something, something that I found in the comments of another Python how to install Pygames video. This is how, see this CP35? Well, that CP is the version of the Python that you want to download, and the 35 is the 3.5.2 thing, like the version of Python. This is the version for the game that the version for the Pygame that you want. And you want to have the same version for your Pygame as you do for the Python. So since I have Python 3.5 and see, look, it says 32-bit, I will download for 32-bit. I will download this one right here, Pygame. It's for my version, which is right there. That's the version I have. And for the 32, you're just gonna click. You can drag it like that, or you can click it like this, or you can click it or you can just click this link. It doesn't matter if you drag it or click it. I recommend you click it though, because as you see, if I dragged it, it wouldn't open. So we're going to do that again, but instead we're going to drag it or click it. You should click it, and it should download this. Now, if you have an operating system, I have a. Here's the funny thing: my computer, I think it accepts both the 32-bit version and the 64-bit version, because I can download programs with 32-bit and 64-bit for some reason. I don't know why, but I can download both. So I recommend whatever your Python is. If you download here, I'll show you in Python. It's much easier. So if we have Python right here, let's wait for it to open. If we have and if we do your Python, basically here, I'll show you Python. Your Python, the same version. I have version, the version up here, but I have the 32-bit version, I believe. I think that's the version I have. I don't know, but I have the 32-bit version, and your Pygame has to equal the same version as your Python. So if you have Python 32-bit version, you have to get the 32-bit system operating system for. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you have to get this version has to be the same as this one. So if you get the 32-bit version of Python, you have to get the 32-bit version of Pygame. That's pretty hard to say, but it also goes for the 64-bit version. So let's say instead, if I had 64, if I had Python, that's just Python 64-bit operating, or Python version 64, because there's two operating systems for the Python. If I had this one, you have to get the Python game you have to get the same Python game. You have to get the 64 for it. But I'm just gonna do 34 because I downloaded Python 32 version, so it really doesn't matter. And if I go here, you download it. Your download should be done by now. So this is the 32-bit version. You do the same thing for both versions. So like this goes for 32-bit version and the 64-bit version. It's the same exact thing, just different operating system. So yeah, I already have this one down. I'm gonna delete this because right here above it, it's the same exact file. It does matter which one you download. If you download this one or this one, and it says the version right here, 32-bit or 64-bit, you can basically download one of these two at whatever version of operating system you're running, or whatever version Python you have, or what your Python is. I have a 32-bit, so I'm gonna download the 32-bit. So you're gonna go to here. You're gonna go to here. Apparently my start window is not showing. If I go to not internet, misclicked. If I go to my computer, and if I go to the local C drive, if I type that, for this version, you want to hit enter. It'll take a little while, about I don't know, a couple of minutes. While we're doing that, we can close out of this. We don't need that for now. What's this? Oh yes, there's that. I wrote that down for some weird, strange reason. Let's just delete that. I don't need that file. That was totally not a part of the tutorial. You don't need to find that file and delete. I just deleted it because it's taking up space on my desktop. So we're just gonna wait and have a sip of my water because I've been talking for a long time and my mouth's really dry. So around here, when it gets to loaded up here, around here, it should pop with the file. There the file is. You can just click it because no other file is going to show up because there's no other file with this name. So just click it. It doesn't matter if the downloads, if it's still trying to find stuff. You're going to go to tools, or no, you're going to go to scripts. You're going to go to Python. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on scripts and I accidentally said the name of it. You're going to go to scripts. You're going to drag this in. I'll show you the reason why you're going to do that. And you're not done yet. You have to click off this. See how this is highlighted? That's because I clicked it, and if I click on it, it's going to say open this file. Don't do that. Click off of it. You're going to click beneath it right here. If there's files like right here, don't do this. Like, don't like hover over anything. It has to be like on the pure like desktop. And if you right click it, it says view, like it says view and customize this folder. You want something like that to appear. You're going to hold shift and you're going to right click, and you should have this new thing come up. Open command prompt windows here. You're going to do that, and don't worry, this isn't that complicated. You're going to type pip space install install. Then you're going to type in the py. Don't worry, you don't have to type this entire thing in. There's a shortcut, and it's very nice. Game. And once you type in py game, you can just hit tab, and it'll just do the rest for you. Hit enter, but I'm not going to do that because I already have it installed. But hit enter, wait until it says until yellow text appears, and if red text appears, that means something went wrong. And if something went wrong, like just screenshot this, and like send me that picture through Twitter, and I'll try to explain why it won't work, and also screenshot the version of this you're downloading. Like screenshot this file like right here to show me what version you're downloading, and also tell me what operating system you have and your Python version, because that'll help me a lot to help you install it. Okay, and when you hit enter, it should come up with the yellow text saying, "Oh, you need to like update your pip because your pip is like 8.1 or something like that." You don't have to do that. You just have to have your version of pip like at least version 1.11. Like I just say 11 because it's easier than saying 8.1.1. The version of pip. So you just have to have that version of it, and this should work. And it should say, don't click off this. Like once you hit it, you think it's installed, so you just hit that. Don't do that. You want to wait until it says you want to say install until it says, it should say something like this is installing, and it should say this is loading, this is install pip or not pip pygame should be loading, pygame is installing, and then it should say pygame is packages are installing, and then after that it should say a bunch of text saying oh, great job, it's like done, and then it should have the yellow text underneath it. If you have any red text, just screenshot the images like I said. I'm gonna click off of that because you don't need that no more. You can delete this file right here once you're done, but I'm just gonna paste it to my desktop because I might need it again to reinstall this if I get a new version, if a new version ever comes out. Then you're going to exit, and the only way to know if you installed it properly is if you go to here and you go to import, which is IMPORT, and then you're going to type in pygame, and it should come up with a blank thing like this, and you are all done. If it comes up with red text, just screenshot the images like I said, screenshot everything that's important like I said a couple of minutes ago, and I should be able to help you. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So let me know if you want me to do any more, and let me know if you want me to do any more stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.